Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the CS for Agriculture, Mithika Linturi, was on Citizen TV on an interview. And before this interview, Mithika Linturi had told Kenyans that Kenya as a government is going into a contract with the farmers in Zambia so that they can plant maize and then have that maize consumed here in Kenya. And he was asked a question about the MOU between the Kenyan government and the Zambia government as far as the issue of planting maize in Zambia and then supplying it to Kenya is concerned. But he was hesitant to respond. These questions are also coming at a time when this government has come out with a way in which to deal with the issue of high cost of unga. But then their unga is just being sold on social media, but not in the supermarket, not in any shop within any village or town. And this is what Mithika Linturi responded to that question. I really regret that I cannot give details of the Kenya-Zambia MOU. My hands are tied because Kenyans have become very litigious. Because Kenyans have become very litigious. So because of that, he cannot share out the MOU. What is he fearing if really indeed they are following the law when they are going to agreement with Zambia? Because if you are fearing that because Kenyans are too ready to take legal action, that means to sue you in court, then it means there is something you are running away from. I think Kenyans are taxpayers, and if someone wants to go into a contract with another country, then where was the public participation in this matter? To know really if indeed our farmers have no capacity to produce maize here to be consumed. Where was the public participation on this? And then, if indeed this MOU has to be kept away from public, they want to put it as classified information. Kenyans are the ones who are going to consume this food. The question is, why not disclose it to the people who are going again to consume the same product? So many questions without answers. But then, I was focusing on the response from Kenyans. It is so much amazing. Everyone is angry with the Mithika Linturi, and you can see to some extent they are pushing that anger to one William Samoei Ruto. Some people believe that Mithika Linturi is being used as a rubber stamp. Other people believe that Mithika Linturi is in business. And so, I just came here to share some of the views from Kenyans as far as the issue of cost of maize is concerned, the contract between Kenya and Zambia, in response to Mithika Linturi. But before we go deep into the comments, just a quick request for those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To the returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And back to this discussion. Let us go through some of the comments from Kenyans in response to Mithika Linturi, just to understand how Kenyans are so much angry with this government and how they feel the government is just wrong. Kali Iria, this is what he said. What informed Ruto to choose Mithika Linturi as Minister for Agriculture? Same wisdom that informed him to choose Gachagua as his Vice President. Road ahead very bumpy for Kenya. In other words, he means Ruto was strategically appointing people who seemingly can be easily be used by a president to achieve what he wants. So there are William Ruto's puppets. Tell me in the comment section. Isaac K. The agreement was done on our behalf and we have the right to question it and even ask the court to interpret it. I agree with him totally on this. And that's why you see Mithika Linturi saying that Kenyans are so litigious. The Honorable CS serves us and not his wishes. The position he holds has seen many men fall from grass. Even the first man today. Another one, Atuoli. Let us not blame Linturi. This is how William Ruto work. He draft a document with his team in State House and call CS to State House for signing ceremony. You will hear CS Interior appointed someone, but in real sense, he has no knowledge of what or of how it happened. I agree. Even William Ruto, in the formation of his cabinet, he did not consult anyone. He was appointing people. There is no one Gachagua has presented that cabinet to be appointed. It was William Ruto's appointee. That means they don't consult anyone. With another liar, Linturi is that he claims. Another lie. Linturi is that he claimed that they gave license to certain millers to import duty-free maize, and so he is expecting unga price to be lowered. What about cost of fuel and electricity? How can unga price reduce while the cost of production is expensive? What about VAT? This question is so much important. Let's assume the ship has docked in Mombasa. We have maize in this country. For that maize to reach to the millers and then be supplied, for example, to Western region, Nyanza region, from cost. The cost of transport, millers in terms of when you're using electricity, the cost is still high. So production cost is high, transport is high. That product will never come down. I agree with this view. Another one, Helen Kagi. Wabukati gave us a team of cheering squad and left the players out of the match. It is true, most of the CSS, seemingly they are like cheering squad. There is no one in that government as a CS who can come out even with their own policy through consultation that can be achieved into reality through the cabinet. So Ruto ako na watu wa puppet hivyo. Anissa Kamau. Now our very good godly first lady will be praying for the rains in both Kenya and Zambia. Maombi kwa wingi sana. Waliombea kisima maji ya chumvi ikakuwa fresh water for drink. Moses Kome. Funny thing with KK's comforts, huwa hawana legitimate argument. Kila kitu kwao ni blame handshake brothers. You can't have a productive debate with most of them. Sad. Hata hapa kwa comment section, for those who want to defend the government, you will always see their argument. It doesn't hold, it doesn't make sense. Instead, some will even turn into abusive just because they don't have a point to tell. Raila TV, this government is of trial and error, and the culprit CS in this movie has no clue but set up to fail, and the lead actor will offer blame tag. Hasola atawale. I agree with that point. Koila Musa. Linturi is just being used by his boss to implement policy for his boss to farm in Zambia, Botswana, and Malawi to kill local farmers in Kenya. I could believe my eyes when the CS said they will give Zambia farmers resources to plant maize and specifically meant for Kenya. That's true. You are literally just killing the Kenyan farmer. Musk. Linturi is a serial entrepreneur, knows how to deal with the taxpayers. The Zambia story is just a smoke screen. We know key government officials have planted maize in Zambia and are planning to offload to Kenya. Those are the views from Kenyans. There are many, we cannot read all of them. So you can see the anger in Kenyans when Mithika Linturi talk about not disclosing the MOU between these two countries. Kwani hiyo ilikuwa ni ya mabilioni ngapi hiyo MOU? How many billions? Was it in trillions that we cannot disclose? And when they came to power, they told us that they are going to disclose the SGR tender. Up to now, Kipchumba Murkomen is yet to disclose it. That means these are serial liars. The maize they told us and the flour they're talking about that is cheap in this country is all hot air. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section for continuation of this conversation. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.